Hey everybody, my name is Alexandra Maluda, and I'd like to talk to you just a little bit about this book. It's Remarkable Leadership by Kevin Eikenberry, and it's so wonderful. I'd really like to talk to you about empowering others today, and it's very different from delegation. And the way that it's very different from delegation is delegation is done to people, and empowerment is done with people. And delegation is more of whenever you give them a task to complete, and then empowerment is done with the person or group with the organization in mind. So when we empower people, we give them boundaries, but also latitude to be successful in their own way. So it's not just about you, or it's not just about, the company, but they figure out a way that is far beyond possibly what would have ever thought of, or what the company would have ever thought of. And that's what makes successful people in this world. And that's what makes leaders, and great leaders for that fact. But empowerment, really, there's 5 major steps, and it really starts with you. It's your own beliefs and your own values. And the first thing is being able to let go of responsibilities that you have. And I know that must be very difficult for some. It is for me, just to be able to say, okay, well, you can do this way, because sometimes you just think, okay, well, I could have done it better and I could have done it quicker. But being able to let go of those responsibilities is really, really beneficial to be able to empower others around you and be able to bring them up in the leadership role as well. But you must believe in those that you are empowering, and you need to know your own potential first, so you're able to go and share that and be able to share that with the ones that you want to build up, and the ones that you say, okay, well, I know that they're going to be successful, and I know that they have that get up and go, or that drive in them to have them be successful or let them succeed. So you need to know your own potential first, and then you're able to build others up. The second thing is boundaries. And in the book, it says they need to know the size of their own sandbox. And I think that's very, very clever, but it's also very important that they need to know the boundaries that's set before them, so they're able to figure out the room that they can play in. And they don't have to continue. And whenever you're able to show them boundaries in a more efficient way, you don't have to always be stern with them. You can just show them the final result and and show them what success looks like. And sometimes that's all they need to be successful. And if you are creating leaders, then usually that's all that they need. The third thing is definitely resources, because if they don't have resources, then they don't even know where to start. Even if they have boundaries, they don't even know where to pull from or anything to be able to accomplish this task, or to be able to do this with a group of others or anything like that. They don't even know where to begin. So resources is definitely important. And then, of course, latitude. So in the book, it talks about Henry Ford and how he's talking about his Model A vehicles, and how he says, well, it says, well, make them any color as long as they are not black. As long as they are black. I do apologize. And that just means that he is making that sandbox so small and restrictive, it doesn't give them any room to play. So you always want to be able to give them, of course, boundaries, but at the same time, let them be able to play with this idea, or play with this system, or whatever it may be, just to be able to let them succeed in their own way, because everybody succeeds in a different way. And then, of course, the last thing is the other person of the group. They must be willing to accept this. They must be willing to accept your empowerment. They must feel and be willing to be personally responsible. But ultimately, it all comes back to you and the difference of creating accountability and engaged people and teams in your organizations or not. So it's super, super important to be able to um, understand that empowerment all comes from you. Thank you.